Evidence, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful evidence in its purest and most simple form. Evidence that demonstrates YouTube not only shadow banning people, which we already knew that they do, but also evidence of YouTube abusing their position of relative monopoly within the sphere of online video content creation, and also a process of what I would consider to be almost a form of gaslighting of their audience. And if not gaslighting, certainly pulling a colossal bait and switch. So permit me a moment or two to explain the backstory to this entire affair, and then we will get into looking at the evidence and testing that I have been doing on this matter. As people who are subscribed to this channel know, I occasionally do live streams. When I do these live streams, I do them on YouTube. As a platform, YouTube is far better than any of its competition from a technical standpoint. It allows for higher frame rates and higher resolutions. Thus, it creates an objectively superior end product. However, technical standpoints are not the only reason that people use YouTube. People obviously use YouTube for its search functions and for its general community. I do not like either of these things on YouTube for reasons which I have outlined before and for reasons which have been academically studied and proven to be the case. Things such as YouTube's objective left-leaning political bias and shadow banning of content which does not toe that political line. As such, I encourage my audience to leave this platform in a variety of different ways, one of which was closing off the comment sections. This hopefully encourages sections of my audience to go to other websites which have my content on them so that they can discuss the content in the comment sections on those websites, for example, BitChute or Minds. Another strategy which I employ is using YouTube to create the objectively superior end content from a technical perspective, and then I upload that content onto a different website and encourage people to go and view that live stream there. So the live stream will take place on YouTube, and then a video on demand will be available exclusively on different platforms. This brings us to the evidence that I have gathered of YouTube deploying incredibly questionable strategies. This entire affair begins when I attempted to send a link onto my community page on YouTube informing people that the video on demand of a live stream that had been done on YouTube was now available on bitchute.com. You can see the post that was made on your screen right now. And then there is a link to the video on BitChute. Now this is where things become unusual, and in order to show you how unusual they become, I'm going to have to show you a video that I have taken of my browser, and how this link behaves for me and for other people who use YouTube. So this is the video of my browser. As you can see, this is my page, I suppose you could call it, on YouTube, my profile, and this is the community tab that you can see here. Obviously, you can see all of the posts that I've been making on my community tab. We'll talk about these top two a little bit later, but for now we're just going to focus on the one referring to this live stream right here. So this is the one we're talking about, linking to a BitChute video. Now, obviously, if you click on the link in the box, which says bitchute.com, it will take you to the BitChute page, the BitChute URL, bitchute.com/video/ the name of the video, and then you will be able to watch the video on BitChute. Everything here behaving as normal. However, if we go back over to the YouTube post, you will then notice something, and that is that YouTube has put a box under the video, a little preview box. Now this is not uncommon, a lot of websites do this, but there is something very unusual about this box. When you click the preview box, you'll notice it takes you to the live stream as hosted on YouTube, not bitchute.com. So as you can see, this is definitely a YouTube page, the URL there, youtube.com. You can see the video is private, as I set it to private. This is definitely the YouTube URL, and this is definitely one of my YouTube pages. It is not the bitchute.com page, which is linked in the post. You would have thought that that page would be the page that this preview would go to, but no, YouTube has hijacked that URL in order to send traffic to YouTube instead of the BitChute page, which it should be linking to. Now, this is interesting for a number of reasons, and that is that videos which are automatically pulled off of YouTube onto someone's BitChute page, you'll notice they share the same video ID. That is, if we highlight the video ID on BitChute and highlight it on YouTube, you'll notice that the alphanumeric string which identifies that particular page on BitChute and YouTube is the same. To me, this seems to imply that somewhere in YouTube's code, when it comes to your community tab, if it detects a bitchute.com/video and then that alphanumeric string, it's going to produce a preview, and it's going to take that alphanumeric string and put it onto a youtube.com/watch URL instead of the actual URL as presented in the post. As a result of this happening, YouTube is effectively stealing traffic from BitChute. After all, anyone who clicks on the preview has no reason to believe that that preview should be linking to anything other than the single link which is in the community post. This is the not quite gaslight that I was referring to. But if nothing else, it is absolutely a bait and switch. People see a BitChute link and a preview to what they assume, and quite reasonably assume, would be a BitChute page, but then they click on the preview and it goes to a completely different place. What a massive coincidence that it just so happens to be keeping them on YouTube instead of sending them away from YouTube. But that is not where this deception ends, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no, it is about to get a lot worse. Now, obviously, I wanted to test this a few times to see what exactly it was that was tripping YouTube into creating a link to a YouTube video when the link in the box specifically stated that it was a BitChute video. I attempted to see if it was just the title of the video that was tripping it, but as you can see by this screenshot, it is just the presence of a bitchute.com/video URL. I also tested this by uploading an exclusive video to BitChute. That is a video which has a unique BitChute URL. It does not share an alphanumeric string with a YouTube video. When I posted a bitchute.com link on my community page to that video, YouTube did not attempt to publish a misleading preview. This to me would seem to confirm that YouTube has, somewhere within its algorithm or its coding, something which searches your videos for a video which has that alphanumeric string, and if it detects that your YouTube channel has that same string, then it will generate a preview linking to that video rather than the BitChute video. If it is, however, a BitChute exclusive video and it doesn't find a YouTube version of that video with that same alphanumeric string, then it will provide a BitChute link but not generate a preview at all. The fact that YouTube will not generate a preview for a BitChute video I find by itself to be highly questionable. It will do this for a YouTube link. It will mislead people if it detects that video on YouTube by generating a preview that links to YouTube despite the fact that the link is going to BitChute, but then it will treat a BitChute link as a second-class citizen and not even bother giving it a preview. Now, at the time that this was happening, I happened to be chatting to an acquaintance of mine online, and I asked them to take a little look at the link and see if they were having a similar issue to me. And a few short moments later, they confirmed that that was the case for them as well. They could click on the bitchute.com link and it would take them to a BitChute page, but clicking on the generated preview would attempt to send them to my privated video on YouTube. But it did not even stop there, ladies and gentlemen. The intrigues continued to mount. because this person brought to my attention that 17 minutes after that link had been posted on my community page, there were 0 reactions to that post on YouTube. There were no comments, no likes, no dislikes. I double-checked this, and of course I was able to confirm the exact same thing, at which point this person went and put a like on the video to see if I would be able to see that like appear there, and I was able to confirm that yes, I could. And this struck me as being a little bit odd, given that, according to YouTube's own analytics, Monday nights at 11 o'clock, which is when that post was made, was a time when, in YouTube's own words, very many of your viewers are on YouTube. Now that may very well sound like a woe is me, people aren't clicking on my content moment, to which no doubt critics will just say, well, of course no one's clicking on your content, Teal Deer, your content sucks and no one wants to watch it, or read it, or interact with it in any way at all. So I waited for 1 hour. 1 hour, and that post did not get any other traffic at all, at which point I decided to hold a little test, and I put this post up on my community tab. Important, video-related polling information. Please respond as soon as possible. Did you see the previous post made 1 hour ago or not? And as you can see, there is a poll to answer that question. Within less than 1 minute, there were 4 votes, 100% of which voted that no, they did not see that previous post. 2 minutes later, there were 21 votes, 100% of them saying that no, they did not see that previous post with the BitChute link on it. 7 minutes later, there were 123 votes, 98% of which said that no, they did not see the previous post with the BitChute link on it. And at the time of recording this video, that poll has 3,100-ish responses, 92% of which said that they did not see the previous post with that BitChute link on it. So I think people attempting to make the assertion that my somewhere around 200,000 to 300,000 subscribers are just so apathetic that they don't interact with my content, I think that position has been demonstrated to be incorrect. It would definitely seem that YouTube has shadow banned that post. Not only is YouTube hijacking traffic from that BitChute link to send people to YouTube instead of to BitChute, but they're also hiding that BitChute link from people on YouTube. And this isn't just some hypothetical theory of mine. This is not just a conspiracy theory as some people are going to try to play it off. People left comments on those posts telling me specifically that they did not see that post, that that post does not appear in their subscription feeds, and they had to go to the community tab in order to locate it. Some people even going so far as to state that they have rung the bell on my channel, they have clicked that thing that is supposed to allow all notifications from a channel, and yet they are still not seeing that post. So all of this evidence, taken together, would seem to point to some very obvious conclusions. YouTube has somewhere built into its algorithm or its coding, or somehow it is detecting when people leave links to competing websites on YouTube. The algorithm then does something to those links in order to generate misleading previews to hijack that traffic, and just for good measure, it makes sure that almost no one is going to be able to see that post promoting competition anyway. So even if you are those lucky few single-digit number of people who did get it in their subscription feed, and you try to click on, say, the preview link, it's just not going to send you to BitChute anyway. You are going to be hijacked and sent somewhere that you did not click to go to. And people wonder why I tell them to not use YouTube as a platform. They still might be wondering why I think YouTube is an awful platform and people should stop using it and just let it die.